am from New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm not a native of San Diego. And I always talk about food addiction as far as people feeling like they can't change, they can't make a change. Coming from gumbo, jambalaya, if you know down south, we're like the food people. And I was able to give that up. Like she said, I saw someone doing it that looked like me, and that was encouraging. And I've evolved. So I did start with vegetarian. So if you want to start small, you can. You don't have to go right into raw vegan, which is really the ultimate plant-based diet. And you will feel alive as the food that you eat. You will feel alive. I was here last night, and I'm here this morning, and someone was saying, do you have energy to do that? You do. You do. When you eat live foods, you have the energy to do what you need to do. You know that after 12 or after lunch crash people feel after work? You don't feel that. You feel like still buzzing. I'm always buzzing. And I'm called the spark plug sometimes because I'm always buzzing. But that's what happens when you put that type of food. So I want to talk to you also about how do you afford that? So some people are like, you know, we can't all afford that. It's expensive. And things like that. If you go on Kaiser's website, they have a great infographic that shows how much it is to feed your family of 4 on a McDonald's diet, how much it is if you do like a salad and like baked chicken, and then how you could feed your family like on lentils and things like that. And the family of 4 that ate the most simple diet, it was much cheaper than the McDonald's diet. It was much more. And so I always challenge my sister and anyone that, because I'm always trying to preach to my family. By the way, I've been 20 years vegetarian and I haven't converted one family member. So I don't know. They have the proof in the pudding right here in front of them, and they just kind of see me every year when I go back, and they're like, oh, give her one more Christmas. She'll be one cookie away. Don't worry. And every time I show up with something more. Like, let me show you a dish. You know, let's try to convert one of our native dishes into a vegan version. And they've embraced that. They've actually liked that. But I tell her to look at your bank statement of when you eat out, whatever you choose, your food choices. And you will see that you can buy good food with that money other than the fast food choices or whatever, you know, deli. Maybe you don't do fast food, you know, so that's good. Maybe you do deli or other things like that. But we do have the money to spend what we want to spend it on, okay? And I'm going to tell you one way. There are farms called You Pick, and you can go online and find them. And you go and pick your own vegetables, your own produce, your own fruit, okay? That is a very cost-conscious way to do it. And also you can get your family involved. Get your kids out there with you, seeing how stuff really grows and how it really looks. Because it doesn't look the way it looks in the grocery store. They've already done things to it to make it look very appealing and pretty and things like that. But it's very ugly. I remember bringing my grandma one time. And we got potatoes. And the roots were still there. The dirt was still there. And she was like, what am I supposed to do with this? Clean it. Cut it. Right? Cook it if you want to cook it. But, and it was all ugly. It was all bumpy and dense and discolored and shaped weird. Weird meaning naturally. And so bring your family to pick your own produce. Very, very cost conscious. There's also the farmer's market, of course. There's many, many programs that they're running. There's CSA. I use that. And there's a box that I get, and you can do it for like $25 a week. You can do it $25 every other week if you want, just to get you started. And start putting some different foods in there. This is called a Romanesco cauliflower or a Romanesco broccoli, and I want to send it around. I want to see, have you seen it in your local grocer? And so one thing about the CSA is that they introduce you to seasonal produce. So you're not eating bananas if it's not seasoned for that. You're not eating strawberries, and you should be eating seasonally so you can get a wide variety, okay? And so pass that around and take a look at that. The other thing is what Caldell was saying, your mood. your energy level, your skin. So a lot of the things, I did a raw vegan fast, January 1st to the 31st. I was about 127, I went down to 110, so weight loss is inevitable when you cut out all of that stuff. But what else did I find? Clarity, mental capacity, much better, focus, creativity, even your connection to spirituality is clear. Because all of that food, the things that are in those foods, chemicals, hormones, you name it, pesticides, it really blocks your thinking, it messes your mood up, you are anxious, you are quick-tempered when you're eating that kind of stuff. You are so relaxed, calm. So you can sit there and wait and smile and everything, but when you're ready to go and you need to get your energy going, you can put your hand to something and you'll have the energy to do that. And you'll feel great, and you'll feel confident, you'll feel light. So I don't tell people, you know, look at all of these statistics, look at this research. What I do is, I say, try it on yourself. Try it on yourself and see how you feel. See how you work. Notice the differences, okay? Your breath won't be funky in the morning, okay? Your body odor, you won't have that because we sweat out some of that stuff that our body cannot, you know, the toxins come through our sweat. So the things that our body don't break down, sometimes it comes out through our sweat. But your body odor, you won't smell. So you shouldn't be, which my sister, you know, she talks about me. You shouldn't be bathing every single day with harsh soaps. And my sister gonna share that with you. You shouldn't have to put all that perfumed stuff and Victoria's Secret on your body and all that. You shouldn't be funky like that. You shouldn't be. So you won't even have to do that because your body won't smell funky. Okay? I was looking at one of Mac. Mac will share with you. Follow him on his YouTube channels and his newsletter. But he had something that was called like natural dentistry. And I remember this dentist was talking about why we have to use all of these different methods on our teeth because of our diet. Mac asked him a question about in Africa, he has a friend that kind of chewed on a stick. And this is how he cleansed his teeth and kept his gums healthy. And he was like, why do we have to get, you know, root canals and go and get checkups? I go every 6 months to get a cleaning and all of this kind of stuff. Why do we have to do that? They didn't have this kind of modern stuff before. Well, our food, the things in our food mess our teeth up. So we have to have all these things done to our teeth. And then the same thing with our body. I was sharing with the vendor, I've never had a flu shot. Now, I'm not saying not to get inoculated or vaccine. I'm not saying that because I'm not a medical doctor. Let me just say that. But when you take care of your body, I don't get sick. I don't get sick. I don't know how many sick days I have, but I have too many hours. I need them to become vacation hours because I don't get sick. When you take care of your body and you put the right things in there, you can be hacking next to me. I'm in an office with people that are flu. They have children. They're sick. I'm good. I'm not even having to spray Lysol. I used to do that. I used to spray Lysol everywhere and everything. But as long as I take care of myself, I'm never... My immune system is up really, really high, okay? And so we need to get inoculated because what we're eating, it lowers our defenses. And this is why we have to get vaccinated against these different things, okay? And so give it a try. You can afford it. You can do it. People like us are doing it. And again, start little at a time. I started as a vegetarian. I tried vegan. Someone just bought me get you a cookbook. I'm a minimalist person, and so what I do now is high raw. High raw is I try to do. That's my time must be. I try to do raw breakfast, a raw lunch, and maybe I might cook lentils or beans, quinoa at night for my dinner. Okay, but I try to eat high raw. If you can eat things in its natural form without cooking out the different nutrients and things out of it, try to eat that way, okay? But get you a simple cookbook. I'm not a cooker. I don't cook. And so that's lentils and beans are easy. And start trying your hand at some recipes and ease your way into it, a little bit at a time. Be compassionate with yourself. like Ebony talked about. Take your time. Don't be a mean vegan. Don't bash people when they're eating chicken and all of that. I don't do that, okay? I got nothing but love to exude, okay? And so be compassionate and be kind to yourself. Take your time. If you fall off, you have cravings, go easy on yourself. Love yourself, okay? Thank you so much.